Not hearing you, Sir D.
I'm not hearing anything at the moment.
Mr. Dwyer, we're not hearing you, sir.
All right, good morning, colleagues. It appears as if Mr. Dwyer is having some technical difficulties. And so with that, we will move on and ask our very own acting principal, Mrs. Marsha Fort Bryan, to address the third form year group. Mrs. Fort Bryan.
Good morning, everyone. I want to use this opportunity to say, a warm welcome to all of you to our new school term, 2021 to 2022. It is a pleasure being here with you. I know that last year has been a trying year, but this year we know we are going to be positive in all that we do. So I greet you, my third form students. Welcome back to school, to Morant Bay High School, where we will be seizing all opportunities. And so I welcome you with a warm carpe diem welcome. So to all those parents who are also listening in, to my academic staff, non-academic staff, I also greet you. I want to say just a few words that last year has passed and this year is new. You have a new opportunity, a new chance to redeem yourselves. Many of you did absolutely well last year, but there are those of us who know that we could have done much better. What I want you to do is to do some self-searching at this moment. See the areas, examine those areas, assess those areas where you know you could have improved. And those areas that you did absolutely well in, there is always room for improvement. I want you to remember at all times that you are thriving to be the best version of yourself. You are your own barrier. If you say you can't make it, then chances are you won't, because you are your own barrier. What I want you to do is to aim high. Think positive thoughts. Change your narrative. Don't say you don't have, because we all have resources that we can utilize. All you need to do is to examine what you have around you. And at the end of the day, try to be the best version of yourself. Don't try to be Miss King. Don't try to be Mrs. Ford Bryan. Don't try to be Mr. Dwyer. Don't try to be Mr. Gavin Scott. Try to be the best version of you. While you can take away certain attributes that these individuals may have, make sure that you are thriving to be the best version of yourself. Don't look at another student. Don't even try to compete with another person, because we all have our strengths and we all have our weaknesses. So when you are running your race, as Mr. Gavin Scott would say, when you are running your own race, and I will continue to use that metaphor, make sure that you are in your lane running your perfect race in order to accomplish your purpose. We all have a purpose on earth, and your purpose is not someone else's purpose. Your purpose is your purpose. What is the mark that you are going to leave after you have passed through Mark Bay High School for 7 years? Make sure that that mark is a positive one. And that mark doesn't have to be a mark wherein everybody will see what you're doing, because there are some persons whom their purpose is to work behind the scenes. So whatever it is that you are doing, you make sure that you do it to the best of your ability. You don't do it to be commended. You don't do it to be praised, but do it from the heart and do it with passion. I want my third formers to believe and understand that you are a promise and that you are here for a reason. And don't you ever forget that. You are here for a reason. You might not have done all that you needed to have done last year, but be reminded that this is a new year, it's a new slate, it's a new sheet of paper. Start it all over. Start from the beginning. We are not perfect, but I'm certain that we are aspiring towards perfection. So I want you to dig deep. I want you to work hard. And regardless of the challenges that you might be going through, because I am telling you that this time period is a challenging one, I want you to know that you can make it happen and you will make it happen. Why is that so? Because you are not alone. You are not alone, and this is a partnership. You have your friends, you have your teachers, you have your parents, you have the alumni support, you have other stakeholders who are roaring behind you and they are cheering you on. Since Monday, we have been in a super energized space wherein we know that Morant Bay High School is on the trajectory to greatness and excellence. So while we have been doing well over the years, we know that there is room for improvement. But what we want of you is that Every one of you need to play your part, and every one of you need to see yourselves as a part of this larger process. See yourself as a part of the system that will make it happen. Stop comparing yourselves with other persons. Stop comparing your school with other schools, and let us work together with the resources that we have so that we can maximize on what we have. I continue to boast that Mort Bay High School has some of the best teachers ever who will continue to go beyond the call of duty to ensure that our students get the 21st century level education that we aim towards. Over the years, our graduates have been dispersed worldwide. They are in areas of engineering, the medical field, the legal field, any field at all you want to think of. So why do you think you are any different? You are going to make your mark. What I want you to do is to believe in yourself and believe that you can make it happen. You are your greatest barrier. Start thinking positively. And when you wear that green and white and that khaki and the crest, when you represent Morant Bay High School, represent Morant Bay High School with pride and with grace. When you walk on the road, let persons know that you are separate and you are apart. You are from Morant Bay High School. And so you have a different level of dignity about you. This is the type of attitude that we want of you to exude. So I say to you this morning, take on a new attitude, take on a new narrative. Say I can, say I must, say I will, regardless of the challenges. I will make it happen. And finally, you can't do it without God. With God in the vessel, I am telling you, you are able to smile at the storm. Remember that these storms and these challenges come to make us stronger, because when we pray for patience, the Lord will definitely give us situations that we need to be patient about. When we ask God to use us, He will give us situations for us to be used. So when your opportunities come, don't say no. Seize those opportunities and run your race in your lane, being the best version of yourself. Morant Bay High School welcomes you, and we say to you, if you're going through challenges, you're not going through them alone. We are here to support you. We are partnering with you. Share with us, communicate with us, and together we will make this year the best year it has ever been. Believe in yourself, believe in your school, and believe in God. Carpe diem. Seize the day, seize the opportunity. Thank you so much and welcome, third formers. A carpe diem, warm welcome. I am Marsha Ford Bryan, your acting principal. Have a blessed day. Over to you, Mr. Dwyer.
I thank you very much, Ms. Ford Bryan. Thank you for those inspiring words to our third formers. At this time, I must acknowledge the presence of the acting principal, Mrs. Ford Bryan, Mrs. King, acting vice principal, in charged with responsibility for lower school, all the other guests that will present today, form teachers of third form and teachers in general. I welcome you all to to our orientation activity for today and for 2021-2022. It is Charles Kettering who states, and I quote, "You can't have a better tomorrow if you are still thinking about yesterday." This is very relevant today as we approach a new academic year. Let us not focus on the past events or actions, but rather focus on the now and tomorrow. Let us learn from the mistakes and mishaps of yesterday, the past year of online school during this pandemic, and endeavor to envision and strive for a better today and tomorrow. We will not be daunted by what should have been, but we will focus on what will be as we embark on a new school year filled with promise and overarching hand of God. This will be our best year yet as a year group. We will achieve excellence. We will perform at our true potential. We will unearth and execute all gifts that are embedded in us as we seek to grasp all we can. We will work hard and support each other as we go forward into tomorrow. So on this note, we will move on to Mr. Logan. Can you bring up back the agenda for me, please? I'll access it from here.
Just give me a second.
Okay. Okay, thanks. We would have had the acting principal's message already. So we will move right into the acting vice principal, Mrs. Gay King. Are you ready for us, Miss King?
I am ready for you, Mr. Dwyer. Thank you so much. Good morning, students. Good morning, colleagues. Good morning to our specially invited guests. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we will indeed rejoice and be glad in it. And just to take away from what Mr. Dwyer just said, that we will not be daunted by the things of the past, but we will work and move on with a positive frame of mind for the year 2021 to 2022. Welcome, 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 third formers, to the start of a brand new year, a brand new time for a new opportunity to take and make hold of what it is that you thought that you should have achieved last year that you did not. As Mr. Dwyer said earlier, it's a brand new year, a brand new opportunity. For many of you, third form may be that crossroad in your life where you're undecided. You will be exposed to many more subjects and maybe a bit undecided as to where you want to go. But you have our support. You have the support of the principal, you have my support, you have the support of your hardworking, your teacher, Mr. Dwyer, the form teachers, and the guidance counselors. I would have shared with the first formers on Monday the story of the Red Bull commercial. And I just want to share with you also that with that commercial, whoever drinks that drink gets the opportunity to have wings and fly away as if they would have gained superpowers. And I shared with them, and I'm sharing with you, that no, you may not have literal wings to fly away, but the support, the committed teachers, the hardworking staff, your dedicated form teachers, the solid foundation in terms of education that you will attain at Morant Bay High School will give you that wing to spread and fly. Yesterday, I shared with the second formers the church song, and I know many of you know it, that I am a promise, I am a possibility. You are indeed a promise. You are a possibility. Make good on those promises. Make good on those possibilities. The past is the past. Today is a new day to say to yourself that I can. And remember that whatever the mind conceives, the body can achieve. Do not be daunted if it is that your average was not what you wanted to be. We are living in uncertain times. Many of you would have probably had issues in terms of technology issues, device issues, internet issues, other personal issues that you may not have shared with anyone. But again, do not be daunted. Do not be daunted. You have a bright future ahead of you. In fact, many persons who share their success stories share from a position where in the past they thought that they could not make it. It's a new day. I'm excited. I'm optimistic about what the great things that will happen from this year. Mrs. Forbryan shouted, "Carpe diem." I heard Mr. Scott in his devotion talking about running the race. Do not give up. Mrs. Forbryan speaks all the time about shutting down those lies. Shut down those lies. Third form is the deciding year in high school. It is from here that you will decide your career path. It is from here that in fourth form, you're going to be choosing your options. It is from here that you start to make life-changing decisions. I urge and encourage you, students, to settle down, focus. It's not too early. Don't allow anyone to tell you that, oh no, I'm in third form, I don't know what I want to be or what I want to do. It's not too early. Get in that frame of mind from now so that you know what it is that you want from this thing called life. We're living in uncertain times, as I said before. Research would have postulated that in 9 years from now, 2030, 80% of the jobs that exist today will not exist 8 or 9 years from now. What does that mean, students? It means that you have to be focused. It means that you now have to become critical and creative thinkers. It means that you have to be innovative. It means that you have to focus on education. I share with you the words carpe diem, unabbreviated, and I want you to put in practice these words as I share. So let's go with the word carpe. C, control. Take control of your learning. You have the responsibility to your own education. Log into your classes on time, attend your classes, do your assignments, and be active participants in your own learning. Be active participants in your own learning. Do not intend for the teacher to come on and the teacher is talking for 2 hours and you're distracted. Be active participants in your own learning. Let's move on to A, ability. You have the ability to do anything. And I want to stress that word, anything that you set your mind at doing. Success or your ability is not restricted by a location. It's not restricted as to who your mother is or who your father is. It's not restricted to a religion. You have the ability. The mere fact that you are placed at Morant Bay High School means that you have the ability. The main fact that you would have gotten to third form means that you have the ability. Sometimes you need to push harder and run that race, as Mr. Scott said earlier. Let's move on to the letter R for respect and responsible. Be respectful, students, to persons in authority. Be respectful to your peers. And by all means, be respectful to yourselves. Follow and adhere to the rules, regulations, and protocols of the school. Let's move on to P, participate. And I would have hinted at this earlier. Participate. Participate in class activities, participate in co-curricular activities, enhance and showcase that talent that God has given to you. In fact, we are producing students who are going to be global citizens, 21st century learners, who are not just academically inclined, but who are also holistically developed. Let's move on to E, and that is excellence. Strive for excellence in all you do. Envision your future self and envision the best version of yourselves and work towards that. And this is something that I really want to encourage all of us to do. D, be determined. Be willing to try and try again and try and try again. And yes, you will fail. Failing is a part of life. But what will you do when you would have failed? Get up and try again. I, be intuitive, be curious, think outside the box, be creative, be critical thinkers, because that is what the society wants of our students and of course of its citizens now. E, emulate and evolve. Identify role models that you can emulate and emulate them. And by all means, students, be a role model yourself. When you put on that green tunic and that khaki and the Morant Bay High School crest, allow for other persons to look at you and say, there goes a Morant Bay High School student, a student of whom I'm proud, a student that I emulate, a student or a person that I wish or want to become like. Be role models. And finally, students, that M, there are persons who are making it happen right now, and I must say congratulations to those who would have worked hard, who would have attained great grades. But again, if your grade was not the best, make it happen. Work hard, attain those grades, make your dream a reality. You're at the crossroads in terms of third form, as I said before, but drink that Red Bull drink, figuratively, no, right? And soar and make this year, 2021 to 2022, the best year yet. The past is a past. Today is a new day. Shake up, spread your wings, carpe diem. Welcome to third form students. I look forward to serving you. Thank you so much. Mr. Dwyer.
Thank you very much, Ms. King. So third formers, this year can either make you or break you. The ball is in your court, so it is for you to play the game that is required for you to move on to the next level. Now at this time, we will have a member of the alumni, a past student of the Morant Bay High School, Mr. A. Brown. Mr. Brown.
Morning, everyone.
Morning, Sir Brown.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Adrian Brown, as Mr. Dwyer said, and I'm a past student of Morant Bay High School. I'm very proud of the institution, and I bring you greetings from the Alumni Association. Now, third formers, it's a pleasure for me to welcome you back to the greatest institution in the world. And that is how it is for me. Morant Bay High School has a special place in my heart. Most of my life was spent there, and it shaped me in the person I am today, right? So it is really a privilege for me to have attended Morant Bay High School, and it is for you to attend it now. And with COVID, you're attending it in a virtual space, so it might not seem as authentic as it was for me, but you know, the experience can still be wonderful. All right, I was supposed to be sharing the screen with Answer Parchment, but I understand that he's tied up. He's having a race tomorrow, and he's probably very busy. So I will hold the fort for him. Yes, so you guys should all be very proud to be attending Morant Bay High School. Morant Bay High School was where many of the friends that I now have, where I met most of them. And you know, our relationship has blossomed from Morant Bay High School. 25 years later, we're still friends. We're in WhatsApp groups, we're communicating on a daily basis. So a little bit about me. Originally from Stokes Hall. I'm not sure if any of you guys are from that region, Stokes Hall, Golden Grove, that area. And I'm from very humble beginnings. But I mean, that is not a factor really. If you really want to think and dream big, there's nothing that can stop you. I was in the class of 1996, so that makes me a very old man. No, not really. But yeah, and I was in third form like you. I was in 3N. It was I think it was the best third form class at the time. We had a lot of bright kids, but we had a balance. We had people who run, people who played football. So it's not always about just academics. It's good to be a rounded student. So, you know, it shapes you better for life. A little bit more about me. All right, so yes, I graduated in 96 from Morant Bay High School, and then I went to sixth form at a different school, I won't call it. And I later went to university in St. Augustine, Trinidad, where I became a mechanical engineer. And since then, I've done a master's in engineering management. And I currently work at Petrojam. It has been my first and only job. I've been there for 19 years, and I pretty much, I manage a group of engineers. So I manage a group of civil engineers, mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, people who do drafting. And what we do projects. So Petrojam is a refinery, if you guys are not familiar, but we do projects such as, you know, we build tanks, we make new blends of gasoline. Hi, Mr. Anderson. You know, a myriad of products. And you know, it's really a joy. And to tell you the truth, all of this love for engineering really started at Morant Bay High School. Started in third form, because third form is where we were exposed to all the subjects. Like I remember at one point, we were doing about 18 subjects in third form. And you know, you get a feel of what the subjects entail. And I mean, I was always in love with mathematics, but in third form, I met physics and chemistry. And, you know, it was a match made in heaven. From then, I was just sold into engineering. And those subjects are really the backbone of engineering. So for you third formers, as Mrs. King said, this is really the deciding year. This is the year that you make that decision as to where your career will go. This is where you choose which fourth form you're gonna go, and you know, which career path you're gonna take. So it's a very serious year. So I mean, the past is the past. It is now in your, you know, the future is in your hands. You can shape it however you want, and you can make it the best future possible. All right. So as it relates to the Alumni Association, I am a member of the Alumni Association. The president of the Jamaica chapter is Mr. Bertram Anderson, who is on screen now. And we provide support to the school. One of the initiatives, well, I have on the shirt, you see the shirt, you guys must know the shirt. It's a shirt that actually celebrates our 60th anniversary. And yes, yes, and you know, yes, and you can get it customized with a name and the class, you know, all of that. Francis, yeah, shirts like those. So it's one of the initiatives by the association, where the funds generated from this initiative will actually help to do library improvement projects. You know, the association itself donates stuff. There's scholarships, there are grants, you know, we provide assistance to the school. There's also this scholarship thing where this year we're doing this 60 scholarships for 60 students. right? Which is great. In my time, I'm not sure if we had 5 scholarships. Not many scholarships were around, but to celebrate the 60th anniversary, we're doing the 60 scholarships for 60 students, and that's great. You guys can check with the guidance department for details on that. But back to the Alumni Association. The Alumni Association is filled with many professionals who are very successful in their field of work. Mr. Bertram Anderson, who is the president, is a very successful lawyer in St. Thomas and other parishes. You guys must be familiar with him. The vice president, Diane Jackson Miller, is a lawyer. She's a journalist. She's the presenter on All Angles. You guys must be familiar with her. Our very own Olympian, Hans Parchment, was a Mark Bay high school pass student, is a Mark Bay high school pass student. Juliet Cuthbert, another Olympian, and many others. There are engineers, doctors, accountants, lawyers, teachers, you name it. Come again, nurse?
Yes.
Yes, nurses. Pretty much every profession, there's a Mark Bay High School who pass student who is doing it and doing great in the field. So guys, you're a part of a great legacy, right? And it's with you. The future is with you guys. I mean, in this meeting, we have the president of the Alumni Association. He's a part of my year group. He was he is from the class of 1996. So likewise, it's possible that the future president of this association might come from this, might be sitting in this very meeting. Yes. And so one of you guys can become the president in the future, and that would be great to continue the legacy, continue the tradition of excellence that Mark Bay High School is famous for. So as I said in my opening, Mark Bay High School is the greatest institution. It has always been, has a special place in my heart. Many successful people have walked the corridors of this great school. Unfortunately for you guys with COVID, there's much walking to do, but I'm sure at some point in the future, we will all get to walk the corridors again. And when you do, you should wear your uniform with pride.
Yes.
Because you are special. You are attending the greatest school in the world, right? So always remember that you are your own limitation. Whether you think you can, whether you think you can't, you are right. And those are some words that I live by. I always think I can. So I don't feel it's not an option, right? And you guys should think the same. All right, so just in closing, the alumni stands ready to support the school and the students. We're here to provide support in any way possible, especially in these difficult times. We're here to provide mentorship. As I said before, a lot of us are professionals and doing very well in our field of studies. So, if you guys want to be an engineer, for example, I'll make my contact information available to contact me to find out how, what can you do? What do you need to do to become an engineer? I mean, I will be happy to help. And I'm sure all the alumni feel the same way. So,
yes. One of the things
come again.
One of the things we're going to do, Adrian,
yes,
is we're going to make ourselves available for the career week.
Right.
Normally, they have a career week for third formers, and we will get our alumni or past students, as we call them, to attend the school and to speak with the different third form groups and give them an insight as to the different fields and what to expect, and try to assist in the process with the choosing of a particular career path, because it really starts in fourth form. You're either going to do sciences, arts, business. And the list goes on.
Right.
And you'll choose those areas depending on the career path you intend to take. So we are going to pledge our alumni members to participate in the career week, so that all of you can be fully aware or be told as to what to expect and which area might suit your interest.
Yes, yes, certainly, Mr. Anderson. For me, I mean, this career week actually was around from my time. I mean, 25 years ago, or longer, it was around. So we had that week where we were exposed to a myriad of career options. I mean, there were no engineers, but I wanted to be engineer, and that never stopped me. But I'm saying at this point in time, with the alumni being as active as it is, with the multiple, discipline, many people in various fields, I mean, the list goes on. We are here to support. Just think about it. We have an alumni member with that profession, or who is in that profession and can assist. So we stand ready to provide our support. You can also, we're on social media. I mean, that's where a lot of things are these days. We're on Facebook. You can find us at Morant High School Alumni Association. And we're also on Instagram, MBHSAA. And, we're welcoming you to join, participate in these groups. And, feel free to use the hashtag Carpe Diem. That's one of the hashtags we are branding, and keep, whenever we post, we use hashtag Carpe Diem, because that is something we live by. As Vice Principal Ms. King stated, she went through the whole acronym and gave a description for every letter of the Carpe Diem. And really, I mean, that is something to live by. Seize the day, seize the opportunity. I mean,
we want to promote each year group, the first day of school also. So we ask the students who are in their uniforms to take pictures and send to the different pages, or send it to mbhsaa president@yahoo.com. That mbhsaa president@yahoo.com. Once we get those pictures with you in your new uniform, new clothes, we are going to do a collage, and we're going to put it on our website showcasing all of you. So remember the email address to send the pictures today. That's mbhsaa president@yahoo.com. And just to say, Adrian, that we do have 2 giveaways. We're giving away a shirt, and we're also giving away a handsome parchment autograph 60th month.
All right. So how we're gonna do it, Mr. Anderson? Type the chat or raise hand?
No, they have to type it in the chat. First person to type the answer, we will pick it up after, and then the year teacher will announce who the 2 winners are.
All right.
So you can question.
All right. So my first question. English teacher, shame on me. But yeah, first question. So as I said, we are members of the Alumni Association. My question to you is, can somebody name the 3 chapters of the MBHS Alumni Association? Just the names. And you can type it in the chat. That's question number 1. And I mean, you can take your time, but the first person to answer correctly will get the prize. And my other question for the answer parchment mug will be, what was the winning time for a answer parchment in the Tokyo Olympics 110-meter hurdle? What was the winning time for answer parchment when he won the 100-meter hurdles at the Tokyo Olympics? 110-meter hurdles, sir. Yes, 110-meter hurdles. So those are the 2 questions. 3 chapters, winning time for the 110-meter hurdle.
All right, so we will check the chat after and see who the winners are, and the winners will be announced by the moderator. And of course, everyone should, if you didn't win, I say 13.12. No, it's better than that. If you didn't win, you still have the opportunity to wear one of these and to own one of these. Yes. The shirts are sold at the general office, or it is sold at with somebody from the alumni. So you can always check and see if you can get one of these. And it is one of those memorabilia that you need to have, because this, well, mine is going to last me for a lifetime, because I'll cherish it and I will wear it proudly. And I want you to be a part of the legacy that we call Carpe Diem. Adrian, any closing remarks?
That's it for me. Just want to wish you all the best for third form. And as I think Mr. Scott said, this is a relay. You're in the third leg of the relay, and it's not over. I mean, don't worry if the start was bad. Don't worry if the second leg wasn't so good. What matters is what you do from here on forward. You can close the race in fine style. All right. So guys, give it your best. Make the best of the rest of the high school years. You're in a great institution. Excellence have graced these classrooms. You can be excellent as well. All right, that's it for me. Thank you.
We have the winner already. Adrian.
Yes.
I see the winner for the first question is Miss Shanice Stewart. Shanice Stewart is the winner for the first question. We have to check to see who won the souvenir mug.
I think it's Kiona.
You see Kiona?
Well,
Hold on. You see why we need to check properly?
Kiona is my first entry. Javon was after Kiona, and he was incorrect.
All right, we will check. We will check.
Yeah, we'll double check those answers and get back to you, like school challenge quiz.
All right.
All right, guys. So that's it for me. Mr. Anderson, over to you.
Yes. So we now turn back to the moderator, the year teacher for the third formers. All the best, boys and girls.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Mr. Anderson and Mr. Brown. We hope to have you with us on a regular basis. I know that Mr. Anderson, we can call upon you just about any time. And I know you will make yourself available along with your other members, because I know that you are very much influential in having persons coming over to represent. So I thank you very much. We should have had Hansel Parchment, but for some reasons, it seems as if that won't be happening.
Let me clear that up, Mr. Dwyer. Hansel has his final Diamond League tomorrow in Zurich, that's Switzerland. So they're doing the press conferences and a number of things in preparation for tomorrow. So that is why he was unable to be with us this morning, even though he wanted to be here. Unavoidably, he had to attend to the other matters leading up to the meet for tomorrow. So persons can watch him tomorrow. He has won a few of those Diamond Leagues, and all things being perfect and him don't hit down any of the hurdles, we expect him to do well tomorrow. So the green and white will be flying high. Win, lose, or draw, we are going to be supporting Hansel Parchment tomorrow. He's one of us, and we will forever support him.
Most definitely. And I know that, Mr. Anderson, I am going to charge you with a responsibility to have Hansel to come and represent whenever time is possible. You know, we can just drop the thing and him come and talk to the youth then.
All right, yes, man, most definitely.
Yeah, man, respect. Now we are moving along swiftly. We will now have a presentation by the guidance department, Ms. J. Johnson. Ms. Johnson, are you ready for us?
Good morning. Yes, sir. All right. A pleasant good morning, Madam Principal, Vice Principal, your supervisor, teachers, specially invited guests, parents, and especially to my students of greatness. Welcome to you all. I am so happy that you're back with us today, students, and congratulations to you all having successfully unlocked the third year chapter in your secondary experience. So congratulations once again to you, students. So I have a question for you, students. I know that you're now back. You may have your concerns and probably expectations and so forth. So I'm now going to give you an opportunity to tell me or to allow us, the members of staff and also the alumni chapter that is present here, to know how excited you are feeling to be back and to share also your goals and your expectations with us for the new school year. But in order for you to do so, I am going to be projecting my screen. I'm going to ask you to open a new tab and type www.menti.com. So that's www.menti, that's MENTI.com. And then you'll actually see a screen pop up and there will be a box there for you to type a code. I'm going to project that now on the screen. So you'll see the code at the top of the screen. And that's where you'll be typing or writing your emojis to tell us how excited you are and to also type your goals and expectations for the new school year. So give me a moment to start sharing my screen and then you'll get an opportunity to go ahead and do that. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, seen it.
All right. All right. So there's a code that is being displayed at the top of the screen. So once you type in the website or the link address that I just indicate to you, once you type that in, it's going to take you to a screen. There's going to be a box there and you'll be expected to type this code at the top here. So that's 989101021. And once you have gotten through, I will be able to see those responses coming from you. Not seeing any as yet. I'm wondering if it's a challenge for some persons where they're not able to get into Mentimeter. So once again, the instructions are open a new tab, type www.menti.com. Then you go ahead and you type this code that is at the top of the screen in that box there. Not seeing anything coming as yet. All right, so I'm seeing an emoji, all right. All right, I'm seeing excited, elated. Keep them coming, guys, keep them coming. All right, I'm seeing some hugs and smiles, that's awesome. Keep them coming, all right. All right, remember to type your goals and expectations also, students. There's enough space for all of that. So keep sending your emojis with how excited you are. Send your goals, your expectations. Awesome, awesome. Awesome. Keep them coming, guys. Yes, yes, good, good. All right, so I'm seeing have even better grades. Happy to be back, but sad, okay? To make the honor roll, life-changing experiences. It is not face-to-face, exclusive, good, exceptional. I'm excited to be back. Keep them coming, and I'm also seeing the emojis. Some persons are excited. Some persons are smiling, some persons have a thumbs up, there are hugs, there's a cool emoji that is being displayed. Fire, yes, that means that you're really excited. Once again, students, keep your goals and expectations, also keep them coming along with your emojis. Yes, good job. Continue, students. All right, so I am not going to tell you to stop now, but I am going to continue with my presentation and just keep them coming. All right, students? Just give me a moment to adjust this screen. Right. All right, so we are going to proceed into the additional areas of my presentation. All right, so based on the responses that I've gotten thus far, I am seeing where persons have mixed feelings about returning to school. They have a lot of concerns. Some persons are happy. Some persons are sad. Some persons are probably feeling hopeful also. But remember from me last year, I have been emphasizing and reminding you that it's very, very important that you focus on the things that you can control instead of the things you cannot control. What is happening right now, we have control over it to some extent, but then to the furthest extent, we don't really have control over that. So what we can control now is us being engaged in school activities, the whole teaching and learning process through the online platform. And you are given that opportunity, and I'm encouraging you all to bask into and to take advantage of this opportunity that is given to you. Another important point that I want to allow you to become aware of. Remember, it's very, very important that you be your brothers and sisters keeper. If you are aware of anybody at all that is lagging behind, I'm asking you to please reach out to them, contact them, check in with each other, and assist them where you can. Because very, very importantly too, there's not only one A, there are a lot of A's. And I would have wanted to see all of the students here in the third form year group and even the entire school population achieve an A. So please don't be selfish, but please assist and include and to support each other. All right, guys? So the next thing is that we have an exciting challenge for you. I know that we have some persons who are on TikTok, we have some persons who are on Snapchat, some persons who are on Instagram and other social media platforms. And you must have been or know about challenges, what they are. So here to begin our school year, and with me giving you an opportunity to share how excited you are, this is another opportunity for you to share your excitement, how elated you are to be back in school. So we have the Back to School Expressica Challenge. So what is the Back to School Expressica Challenge? So we want to start the school year off right with this challenge to brighten up your back to school blues. All right, guys? So I'm going to be inviting persons to snap your selfies. So that's the coolest selfie of you attired in your uniform, or to create a jingle about how excited you are to return to school. You should also add the caption using your favorite positive quote or an affirmation, and you should also include hashtag MBHS Back to School Expressica Challenge. More information will definitely be provided to you in the Google Classroom. So in the meantime, you can prepare your selfies, add your captions, your hashtags and all of that. And as soon as the portal is open for submission of those selfies and jingles, you can go ahead and do that within the Google Classroom. All right, guys? All right, moving forward. All right, so some programs for your year group is that we have the Power to Pivot, Motivation, Obstacle, Failure, and Success program. All right, so you get an opportunity to gain knowledge and learn about, learn skills as to how to help you to activate, navigate, to motivate, and to make meaningful contribution and to increase productivity throughout your lifespan. You'll be engaged in an array of activities, sessions with external personnel, creating portfolios, finding some of your interviews, writing reports, and also creating your vision boards. I hope you're excited already because I am excited, all right? And this is for you. And as I had said before, I'm asking each and every one of you to bask into every opportunity that is given to you, all right? Then we have the Signy names. This is to actually help you to deeply discover who you are in order to accordingly align your lifestyle to maximize your destiny. So you'll also be engaged in an array of activities for this program. Moving on, we have our career program, and I'm happy that the Alumni Association just made mention of them availing themselves to assist us in this career program, because I had it in mind to reach out to them in the near future with regards to the career program. All right, so I'm happy that they are on board already. So we will definitely be having an amazing experience in this with this career program. All right, so we have the My Career Spotlight. This is where you'll be expected to conduct guided research, reports, interviews, and also to create a portfolio. Then we have the Career Series. The Career Series is basically us inviting persons from their specific areas of expertise, such as those individuals from the Alumni Association, and also the New York chapter, and other past students and external personnel to come and share with you, or to give you some information and knowledge as to what the specific career entails, and also to give you guidance in choosing the best career path. All right. Then we have the Career Expo. This is where various organizations, institutions, and agencies will be invited, and they'll get an opportunity to present to you. So you will know, hopefully at the end of your third year experience, you'll be well-rounded and equipped with the knowledge, the skills, everything that is needed to take you through your journey, all right? Then we have community service. So you'll be engaged in an orientation where you will get further information about the community service. So just to give you a heads up as to what are the expectations for the community service. So you're expected to complete 60 hours or more at a government organization. So you can, in the meantime, you can consider and browse and find out which government organization you could give your service to, your time to be able to be equipped or to gain some knowledge and skills within these areas, all right? The program, however, is now on pause. So we are not encouraging anybody at all to start their community service hours now due to the pandemic, all right? As a result of the pandemic, guys. Then we have the Students of the Month program. This is a great opportunity for you to be recognized and highlighted students for being intuitive, exemplary effort, punctual attendance, exemplary acts of empathy, compassion, assertiveness, positive attitude towards learning, among others. This is where you will also be given a badge. And as I had said before, you'll be highlighted. And the ways how you'll be highlighted is that your photos will be taken. They will be mounted at school, at the general office, or in other areas of the school. You will be recognized in devotional exercises for your great deportment and also for all those things that I've just mentioned. So I am asking and I'm hoping that we will all be disciplined in these areas throughout the school year so that we can get an opportunity to highlight and to recognize you. All right, guys. Then we have the Burn Brighter program. This program is actually in an effort to intrinsically motivate and to empower you. To also embrace who you are as an individual, to achieve your goals and to strive to be successful no matter the odds, and to also build school pride. So this program now is a two-phased program because we are now engaging the online on the online platform, and we'll also be returning to physical school. So it's two-phase. So the first phase, so this is where you'll be assigned a positive quote or affirmation, and you'll be expected to create a card stating or actually writing those the positive quote or affirmation on it, and you'll be expected to reinforce it on a daily basis. Some examples are, I can make smart choices, I can and I will excel, I have not failed unless I stop trying, I will get through hard times, and we'll also be using the hashtag MBHS, all right? So when you have also created or actually complete the card, you'll be expected to affix this to, on your books. So on the front of your books, so for your guidance books, or if there's any other subject book that of your choice, you can go ahead and paste it on that book so that whenever you take out that book, the first thing that you'll see is that quote to remind you of who you are and to also believe in yourself, no matter the odds, all right? The second phase now, this is where you'll actually receive a key ring. So these are the key rings, so I have them here. So the quote that has been assigned to you will be written on these key rings, and each individual will receive one of this key ring, and you will wear it with pride on your bags. And also when we're having like devotional exercises, we're having class sessions or discussions. Take, for example, I can just call on a student randomly and then ask them to reinforce or to allow us to become aware of what their positive quote or affirmation is, all right? Another aspect, this is where you also write a short report of how this specific quote define who you are and how is it that you believe that you will be able to achieve your goals by using this quote or this affirmation as a guideline. All right, guys? And then we'll be having our regular guidance sessions. Some of the areas are coping with debt, drug abuse, gambling, teen sexuality and relationship skills series, among others. And then I'm now getting down to suicide and self-harm prevention. So this month is celebrated as Suicide Prevention Month, and there will actually be materials posted or uploaded in the Google Classroom that you will have access to. When you gain access to these materials, guys, please don't keep them to yourself, but share it with others. When you read these information or the content, I'm asking of you to please internalize and to believe in these things and also to do otherwise. So if you had prior thoughts where you used to think negatively, or you had a negative thought pattern, asking, and once again, students, remember, be your brothers and sisters keeper. So when you read those quotes for yourself, you can also have your small group discussions, because I know you call each other on the phone, but I know that you probably message, no, not probably, you do message each other and so forth. So you could have your mini discussions in relation to this. I'm also going to be giving students the opportunity during their class sessions to create their posters about suicide prevention month, and these will also be mounted at school in school when we return physically. And another important aspect is that please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you need help. So apart from material has been posted, you being engaged in these activities and so forth, students, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. By now, most of you you should have my number by now. So I am hoping that you will not hesitate to reach out to me. I have some students in the past where, they probably recognize a specific pattern that a friend of theirs would actually be engaged in, and they reach out to me on behalf of their friends. So I am hoping and I'm expecting that you will also be able to do the same. All right, students? So at this time, before I close, I am going to be sharing my screen once again, and we are going to be affirming ourselves, all right? So we're going to be affirming ourselves. Give me a moment to get the screen up. All right, are you able to see my screen? Please type in the chat if you're able to see my screen, because I want everybody to be engaged in this activity at this moment. So just type in the chat, allow me to become aware if you're seeing my screen. All right. All right, I'm seeing a lot of yeses. Awesome, awesome. Keep them coming, keep them coming. Nobody's gonna be left behind today, nobody at all. All my students of greatness needs to be a part of this. Keep them coming, awesome, awesome. All right, so this means that we are on track. So we're going to go ahead and proceed. So we're going to be affirming ourselves. So I'm going to ask you to place your hand on your chest as we repeat and reinforce and also internalize that which we are about to speak into being. All right, guys? I am not able to hear you, but Mr. Dwyer, may I be permitted to have some of the students in Zoom unmute their mics, and we're going to create some good confusion. Mr. Dwyer? Mr. Dwyer? May I be permitted to have some of our students in Zoom unmute? We're going to create some good confusion right now. Okay?
No problem.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So for some of my students that are in Zoom, please, I'm asking you to unmute your mic, and we are going to be affirming ourselves. Remember to place your hand on your chest. Also, turn on your cameras if you can. I want to see you. We want to see you. All right? Want to see you affirming yourselves. So I am not seeing anybody who has turned on their cameras yet. Still waiting on some persons. Nobody. All right, turn on your cameras and also unmute your mics. All right, so we're going to affirm ourselves now. Let's go. So where you will see GC, that's me, and where you see STU, that's you. So GC, I will read STU, right? I hope we're all on the same page. All right, so let's go. What if it's too hard?
I'm going to push through.
Awesome. What if it's too rough?
I'm going to push
I'm
through.
going to push
I'm
through.
going to push through.
What if it's too tough?
I am going to
I'm
push
going to push
through.
They say that you're not good enough.
That's not true.
We have more. We have more. Just give me a moment to go to scroll down a little. What if they say you don't matter?
That's not true. That's not true.
Why?
I was
I
born
was
with a
born with
purpose
a
and I have a
purpose
lot
and I
to
have a lot to offer to the world.
Awesome. What do you choose?
I choose
I
to
choose to
love
love myself and I participate in this existence.
Why?
I can do anything I put my
I
mind
put
to.
my mind to.
Awesome. All right. We have another one. We have a continuation. All right. Believe in yourself.
I will
Keep my head up.
Tell me why.
I
I
can push
can
through
do anything I
anything
put
put my mind
my
to, and I will
mind to. I will forward.
All right. Good job. All right. So even though this is our first time reinforcing this, but I hope that you remember some of that which you had just spoke into being. Please internalize it, allow it to become a part of who you are as an individual, and be grateful for each day. And I hope that you will all excel as we here at Mark Bay High School be here to guide you accordingly. All right. So, Mr. Dwyer, over to you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Johnson. Yes, we are moving along. We are moving along with the schedule we have, and we will proceed right into the introduction of our form teachers. Now, before I go into the introduction, I must say that we have lost some of our form teachers that we had from first form, and those form teachers are with other year groups. In the case of Miss Marshall Donaldson, she was a form teacher for 2A. For 2A, she is on leave. Mr. Scott, who was a form teacher for 2N, he is with another year group. Ms. Oakley, who was a form teacher for 2R, she is with another year group. And also, yeah, that's it. So we wish them all the best. They have served us well. And I know that the students who they were in charge of will miss them also. But in saying that, we have with us a number of capable teachers who will fill the void, very well. And I am going to start from 3M. I'm going to start from M. So with us is Mr. Grant. He is a teacher of mathematics, and he will be the form teacher for 3M. Mr. Grant, can you just open your mic and your video and show yourself to the third formers for me, please?
Seeing me clearly, right?
Yeah, man. Clear.
Yeah. You want me to actually say something?
Yeah, man, you can say something to them.
Yes, everyone. Good morning. I am Mr. Grant, and it It's a privilege to be a part of this year group and a part of this institution. I want to welcome you back to another wonderful school year. And I also want to encourage you, you know, just take a little time. I am a very happy person right now, knowing that this is taking place, because we need all encouragement at this time as we can get, and what I am observing so far, I observe a lot of encouragement taking place here. So I just want you all to take the time out, pay attention, and gain from all that you're hearing now. I must admit that you are a part of an institution with a lot of history, rich history. And even though I'm not a past student, I am here, I am blessed, and I am getting to be a part of that. And I'm happy for all of you who are in third form now. And I have to talk based on the time that we are in now. We are in a time where so many things are happening. It is not what you expected. However, we can be grateful. We have things that we can be grateful for, are things that really makes us happy even at this time, like the fact that you are a part of MBHS, right? Being a part of MBHS is something. My experience, I've been here for several years, and I can tell you that there are so many things happening, and I'm really blessed to be a part of it. So take it from me. And even though I said we're going through so many things, you can be grateful, and you have something to brag about. The fact that you're a member of the Marantby High School. So that is something you need to brag about. Talk about these things when when you're in your sad moments, your sad time, you try to talk about the things that makes you happy. So brag about your school, value your school, move forward from all of that. Now, there's something I want to share with you. I'm going to share.
Sir, your mic is mute.
Thank you very much. Sorry. Let me share. I just want to share something with you first, and then hand over back. All right. One characteristic of life is the ability to grow, and everything that grows experience some challenges. The very plants around us experience landslide, drought, flood. Likewise, human beings will experience many setbacks, rough times, obstacles. How well you manage these tests determine your growth. So the obstacles, the setback, the struggles, and the rough time, those are your tests. How well you manage these tests determines your growth. Now, to be able to manage your tests well, you have to consider the people you have in your life, as well as your mindset, the way you think. Remember, negative things and negative people can either drain you or discourage you, and you don't want that. So I am encouraging you this school year to find friends who are positive and encouraging. Seek positive role models, mentor, like people who have overcome a lot and still enduring, or people who look forward for the good in everybody and still enduring, or in everybody.
I'm an overcomer.
Now I leave this with you. A life without test is meaningless, right? So I'm just trying to let you understand that we will face tests in life, and without these tests, we will not know whether or not we are how much we grow, right? So a life without tests is meaningless. All right, so I want you to have a blessed school year and hope that you know that you are a part of a great, great institution. I know that you will do well. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Grant. And I know that 3M.
You're welcome, sir.
I know that 3M will be getting a lot of encouraging words from you as we proceed throughout the year. We move on to 3O. For 3O in our midst, we have a new teacher in the form of Miss Leachman. Now, Miss Leachman is a teacher of home economics, and she will be in charge of handling the affairs of 3O. So, Miss Leachman, can you please join us?
Good morning, everyone. So good morning, everyone, parents, students of 3O. I am excited in meeting you guys, and I'm just looking forward to have a wonderful year with you. And as you can see, I'm a very jovial person and disciplined person. So my expectation is just come with an open mind, come to learn, and let us have fun. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Leachman. For 3R, this person is not new to the school, but she is new to the year group in the form of being a form teacher. I know that Miss Lee, I think that Miss Lee may have taught some of you guys in second form, but now Miss Lee will be in charge of 3R. So Miss Lee, the floor is all yours.
Good morning, everyone, parents, students, specially invited guests who are still on with us. I don't know if there are any who are still on with us, but I just want to say welcome to this new school year. I want to say come with an open mind. I am excited to partner with you, right? Let us work together as stakeholders, and let us make this happen for our children. We may not be operating as per usual. We are online, but guess what? We can achieve anything that we set our minds to. So put God in the midst, look to Him for guidance, look to Him for direction, and don't be afraid to look to your school family for guidance. All right, we are here for you all, parents, students, all. All right, thank you. Have a productive day.
All right, thank you very much, Miss Lee. 3A, another teacher that is not new to the school. She's new to the year group. So Miss Finley. Miss Finley, can you please join us at this time?
Good morning, colleagues, guests, parents, students. Yes, my name is Miss Finley. I work in the business department, and I am charged with responsibility for 3A for this academic year. And I just want to say welcome to the third leg of your secondary experience, as Mr. Scott so ably reminded us that this is a race. And the students, please remember that you are the key player in this race, okay? And much depends on you. Just gonna read a short quote. You can open the door or to paraphrase, the teachers, the education system, administration, we can open the door, but only you, the students, can walk through. And so I want to encourage you this school year to focus. I want to encourage you to be wise. I want to encourage you to be positive, despite the challenges, the myriads of challenges that exist, those that are yet to come. We are not going to be deterred, but we are going to know that in all things we are more than conquerors, and that we can overcome any obstacle that is there because we have that power within us to rise above challenges. We have the power in us to tune out distractions. We have the power in us to reach for that inner strength that can take us through any challenges that we have. And I just want to say that you're still in school, you're still young. The experience is not going to be one without joy, without fun. So we are going to make sure that in the midst of it all, that we are enjoying the experience, all right? That we believe in ourselves and don't overthink things. The main thing is to be disciplined, to be organized. And if you attempt that, then you will find that much of your challenges are reduced. Wake up in the morning, get up early, even though we are online for now, we are virtual, face-to-face is going to be a reality also. So let us, not because we are home, not structure ourselves. Let's maintain some form of structure. You wake up, you get ready, you get online, you register, you go to your classes, you focus, right? And you do your assignment, turn them in on time. The more we look at challenges, the more we focus on challenges, the greater they become and the harder it will be for us to overcome them. So we are going to be structured. Going to take every day, one day at a time, one lesson at a time, one assignment at a time, and we are going to get through this. And so that you complete the third leg of your race victoriously, with no regrets, with no if me did know, all right? So we are going to overcome all our challenges with God's grace. Welcome again to third form. It's going to be fun, it's going to be exciting, and it's going to be successful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Finley. We're moving on to 3N, where we have Ms. Harvey. Ms. Harvey is from the Science Department. Ms. Harvey. Ms. Harvey. Okay, so we're going to move on to 3T. Mr. Scott, teacher from the IT department. Mr. Scott, as soon as Mrs. Harvey is ready, we will go back to Ms. Harvey. So Mr. Scott, the floor is all yours.
Yes, Mr. Donor. I'm Dwyer. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Let me apologize for the camera, right? The technical difficulty with the camera. Let me just say that third formers, you are indeed blessed. You are indeed blessed. You heard from your principal, you heard from your vice principal, you heard from your teacher, you heard from past students who are very successful. One is a lawyer, one is an engineer. Very, very wonderful persons. You heard from your teachers, right? So therefore, you are blessed. You are blessed, and you are highly favored. And we are here as a family to help you to become successful. It is said that teachers are like ladders. We allow students to walk on us in order for them to reach their destination. And the greatest joy is when you can say proudly that I taught that young man who is the prime minister. I heard the past president, I heard a past student saying that you guys can indeed be the next president of the alumni. I will go further to say that might be one of you in this room here now or in third form is the one who will get rid of totally of this COVID. You can be the next scientist or someone who is outstanding to get rid of this virus that we're having. And we're the foundation. The foundation starts right here at high school. That is where the foundation starts. And it is not unrealistic. Why? Because the person who made the Pfizer vaccine is of Jamaican heritage. So we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. I want to say especially to Sweet Tea that I always tell you that Jeremiah 29 verse 11, which says that for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. The principal alluded this morning that all of us have a purpose. All of us have a purpose, and God created all of us to run our races and to make an impact on the life of people that we meet on a daily basis. I expect greatness from you. I want you to do your best, and welcome back, third farmers. Carpe diem.
Thank you, Mr. Scott. Is Miss Harvey with us as yet?
Not see Miss Harvey.
All right. Mr. Logan, can you bring up back the agenda for me, please? No, okay, so we have with us, we will be having with us this year approximately 10 students who did not move on with their year group who did not move on with their year group. And those students, these students will be joining us back in third form. And I just want you to make them feel welcome, have them as your friends. Don't look at them as any outcast or anything like that. They are one of us. And I'll be calling the names of the students. They were already placed in their classes. And as soon as you get the form list, you will see which class you were placed in. So I have Shanene Brown, the female, Jada Harrison, Zana Holgate, Robbie Gay Fletcher, Dwight Lee, Enrique Bryan, Nicholas Brown, Kevoy Gold, Jaime Williamson, and Jayana Johnson. Now, okay, so those are the students who will remain with us, who did not move on to fourth form. So I want you to, make them feel welcome, make them feel at home. They are one of us now. Okay, so presentation of the form list. Now the form list, those were given to the form teachers prior to this meeting. Good. Now those form lists will be placed in the WhatsApp group, the parents WhatsApp group, and the teachers will also post them in their groups also. So there isn't any problem which class you will be placed in. Persons who were in 2M, you will move up into 3M. Persons who were in 2O, you will move on to 3O. 2R, you will move on to 3R. 2A, you will move on to 3A. 2N, you will move on to 3N. And 2T, you will move on to 3T. Okay, so no switch around was made. You will continue in the same class that you were in last year. Okay, at this time we will ask Miss King, not Miss King, Miss Lee, sorry, to come and give us a little rundown on the clubs and societies. See?
Shut up and just run. All right, I wanted to borrow that from Mr. Scott this morning. All right, that was very catchy, and that is my takeaway from the devotion this morning. So for those of you who were not on this morning during devotion, I want to encourage you to just shut up and just run. All right, so here at Morant Bay High School, we are interested in your holistic development in creating well-rounded individuals. And so in order to do that, we have to let you know about all the activities that you need to take part in that will help to make you well-rounded. So I'm going to be sharing my screen. Let me get the PowerPoint up. One moment. All right. Let me know when you're seeing my screen. Mr. Dwyer, you see my screen?
No, Miss Lee, I'm not.
Okay, I think it's coming up.
Okay.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
we're
up
seeing
now.
it now, right?
Awesome. Thank you for that. Okay, so I am not Mr. Ricardo Gray, but I'm presenting on his behalf. So Mr. Ricardo Gray is the events coordinator here at Morant Bay High School. All right, so co-curricular activities, which is what we call it, or extracurricular activities. So we are all created with different interests and talents, and I'm sure you can agree with that. All right, so we all don't have the same talents, though some of us may have similar talents. We all don't have the same talent. So in addition to scheduled classes, we have a variety of activities such as clubs, games, societies, right, that we offer here to help to build you, to build your skills, to strengthen your skills, and to make you, as I said before, well-rounded. So co-curricular activities also provide the opportunity for positive and social interactions among peers, right? So we want to get our kids engaged in healthy activities, in activities that will build them, that are positive. And this is where clubs and societies come in. All right, so we don't want them idling. We don't want them getting involved in activities that are not deemed as positive, that will not build them in any way. All right, so through these clubs and societies, students represent the school in competitions, they go on field trips, they hone leadership skills, right? These skills are already built in our students. They are natural leaders what we do is to help them to realize these skills, to realize these potentials, right? To help them to make positive contribution to the school, to the community, and to Jamaica at large. All right, so all students must be involved in at least one of the curricular activities that will be listed in the next slide. All right, so some of the activities, we have service clubs, which are Alpha Leo, Climate Change Action Club, Tourism and Action Club, Girl Guides, Outreach, Big Brother, Sister Sister, Peer Counselor, we have sports teams, we have track and field, we have football, tennis, cricket, netball. Skills and interests, choir, or a lot of our students can sing, drama or theater, art, 4-H, junior achievers, cadet, chess, health and fitness. We have academic clubs, the science clubs, mathematics club, the BARD, Society of Cultural Awareness, soccer, quiz club, debating society, poetry club, etc. All right. So our first focus here is the Cadet Club. What is the Cadet Club? It is a youth movement with a difference. All right. The difference being that it is a distinct organization with a rank structure. The training is based upon military skills, but the aim is not to produce a highly trained soldier. Rather, it is designed to develop the powers of leadership and qualities of character, valuable alike to the civilians and soldiers. So we're not turning your children into soldiers or police officers. That's not what we're doing. All right, we want to develop these qualities, these leadership qualities, these character, like a soldier, but we're not turning them into a soldier. All right, and as you can know, soldiers and the constabulary force, they are disciplined individuals. So in other words, we want to create disciplined individuals. It's all about achievement, adventure, and not accepting second best. Next, we have the chess club, and this aims to promote a game that appeals to the wit, creativity, intellect, and the logical reasoning of the mind, while creating an environment where students from across math skills and have fun with their on a checkerboard. All right, so those of you who are familiar with chess, you know it's a board game, and the children of all ages and grade can participate. All right, they're going to be logical reasoners. They have to use their minds. It's a mind game, right? It will help to build their intellect and their creativity. In a clash of minds, and as it were, giving life to the inanimate pieces. So the pieces on the board are inanimate, right? But as players, they give life to these pieces. The players from opposite sides of the board set out to strategically and tactically capture each other's king, and in chess terms, land the checkmate. I hope you're excited about Chess Club, for those of you who love board games and for those of you who are chess. Then we have our debate society. It's a forum for students to discuss topical issues and effectively articulate their points of view on matters of interest. It develops the analytical skills of the students. Each year, the club represents the school in national school debates. And we know our students who are strong in this area already. All right, so we can say to them, I think you're fit for the debating society, right, as parents. Then we have our choir. All right, many of our children are on choir. They were in performing in basic school, JCDC. They are on the choir at their churches. We provide it here at Moreton Bay High School. So students who possess the gift of singing are eligible to audition for this group. All right, so you will know when it's audition. The choir develops the skill of singing to the point of stardom, and the group performs at various festivals and functions on and off the school premises. So our choir takes part in a lot of activity. JCDC, we enter all together sing and a variety. When we have functions, our choir perform and they always do us proud. So I encourage your students to be a part of choir, those who have such talent. Environmental Science Club. Students work together in maintaining and preserving the environment. They explore solid waste issues, including the importance of reducing the amount of waste each person generates. So your students can become a part of the Environmental Science Club. Feel free to write them down as you hear those that you are interested in. This group also takes a keen interest in the greening of the school environment, promotes respect for nature and the care of living things, and conducts environmental research on issues relevant to Jamaica. And we already have our students telling us that they want to become doctors, engineer, anything that has to do with science. Let them become a part of the Science Club. These programs are achieved through field trips, practical demonstrations, and presentations. So these clubs will help them not only to function outside of school or to prepare them for the outer world, but these clubs will also help them to perform academically, right? Because your students are going to be doing the science subjects, and being a part of this club can definitely be a plus for them. All right, for example. Then we have Inter-Schools Christian Fellowship. All right, and this impacts young people through the message of the Bible to empower young men and women who love Jesus and live a life of integrity. So many of our students, they come to Morant Bay High School as Christians, right? We want to help them to stay on that track. We want to help them to motivate their peers to live a life that will show their peer what it's all about. And this organization helps students build a foundation of principles through Bible studies, counseling, recreational activities, and the performing arts. All right, so don't think that Inter-School Christian Fellowship is boring. No, it is not. You will take part in activities, you will be performing, you will become a part of groups where you can receive counseling or you can give counsel for those of you who are strong in that area. All right. Students develop leadership skills as they use their gifts to worship the Lord and serve others. Members carry out duties under the ministries of praise and worship, singing and dancing, music, the playing of instruments, evangelism, preaching, etc. And we don't encourage a student to be a part of this or be a part of that religion or church. We foster what they come with. So we foster them, as some of them have a passion for Christianity or have a passion for serving the Lord, and those who are already Christians. So the Girl Guides train girls into becoming young ladies. So this is for our young ladies, right? Of good character who will be a cut above the rest. Girls participate in training activities that aid in their physical, mental, and social development and carry out community service periodically. So girls, this club is for you, and trust me, you will enjoy being a part of Girl Guides. We have the Key Club, and this is a high school. This is the high school arm of the Kiwanis Club. So those of you who have heard of the Kiwanis Club before, this is the Key Club is the high school arm of it. It is a service group whose members take part in projects geared at impacting the lives of children in a positive way. It provides opportunities for students to develop leadership skills. The club also facilitates wholesome social interactions among members at Morant Bay High and other key clubs. So you'll get a chance to meet members of other key clubs in other schools and other institutions. All right, so this is not a boring club. Good, you want to become a part of the Key Club if you are interested in serving All right. Then we have our math club for our math students, our students who love math, or if you just want to build on your math skill, you just want to develop your math ability, right? This aims at helping students think logically to be able to solve problems in everyday life. All right. It is where the brain is exercised as the path of solution is explored to solve challenging concepts. Students compete against each other in their different classes and are usually awarded medals for excellence. And your third form, so many of you hear about Math Olympian. All right, so that is a competition that the students who are part of the math, not only those who are part of the math club, but if you want to be a part of the Math Olympian, this club can help to build you, to prepare you for that. Then we have our photography club, which is, I think, fairly new. Membership is open to students who are skillful at art and craft, photography, and video recording. The club seeks to develop a vocation which can be utilized as a pleasurable pastime or expanded into a worthwhile profession. Yes, guys, you can become a professional photography by just participating in your photography club at school. Sometimes you have some skills and some love that you don't realize until you engage yourself in those activities. All right. One area that the members can focus on is to entering the annual JN Foundation photography poster competition. So there you go. You can also take part in competitions. And I know our students love competitions. Then we have our quiz club. This is where students will be prepared to enter school's challenge quiz championship, which enforces teamwork, boosts confidence, encourages strategic thinking, and lights the fire for knowledge, engendering a real sense of pride in pupils who represent their institutions. Right? So you want to become a part of, and guys, you can start at first form. So it says here that School Challenge Quiz is one of the most exciting and unique events on the school calendar. Students may join the club from as early as first form, right? And begin your training. And when you become a senior student, then you will be competing on the TV, all right? So don't think that you're too young to start. Students from first form can start. You are in third form. It is your time now to become a part of the School Challenge Quiz. Then we have our speech and drama club for those of us who love acting. Some of us are drama queens already and kings, right? So we want to become a part of the drama club. We want to own our skills and want to expand on our skills because you will be taught how to perfect the skills that you already have in the drama. So the drama club has been established to provide an opportunity for students interested in the performing arts. The students are encouraged to showcase their various talents through songs, speech, and dance. Individuals and groups ranging from juniors to seniors enter the JCDC speech and drama competition each year. And I can tell you guys, parents, students, some of you students already know we do well when it comes on to the JCDC competition, speech and drama. We do exceptionally well. All right, so you will be adding to the skill and talent that we already have here at Morton Bay High School. Then we have our Spanish club for those of you who love Spanish, love the languages. El Club de Español provides a unique opportunity for students to become acquainted with different aspects of the Spanish culture. Activities include learning about Spanish cuisine, Spanish films, and dining at Latin American restaurants. All right, so you'll be learning a lot through the Spanish club. Students gain the opportunity to learn conversational Spanish and participate in annual events such as Spanish Festival and National Quiz Competition. The club also grants the opportunity for students to travel to Spanish-speaking country. All right, I know you're getting excited about that right now. where they are able to see the Spanish language come alive. Right now, I would want to visit a Spanish-speaking country, and I know you too would want that. So become a part of the Spanish club so that you can capitalize on these opportunities. Then we have our science club. All students wishing to explore their interest in science should become members of this group, which allow them to further their knowledge in all avenues of science. Members have the opportunity to compete with other schools in several events throughout the school year. Then we have our 4-H club, and this is one of our most active club in Morant Bay High School, right? And when you're a part of a 4-H club, you participate in a lot of activities, right? 4-H empowers youth to reach their full potential, working and learning in partnership with caring adults. Their motto, to make the best better, was adopted with the intent to inspire young people to continue to learn and grow and improve their efforts through participating in educational experiences, right? So, and 4-H has a lot of areas. There is management, there is food, there is I think craft, where you make things, right? So there's a lot of area that you can actually take part in the 4-H club. So guys, that concludes my little presentation on our clubs and societies. Feel free to let your form teachers know which club and society you are interested in being a part of, and we will put you onto the person who will be in charge of that club and society. All right, so all the best. I hope my presentation was you actually see a club that you want to be a part of. If not, you can also give us ideas of clubs and activities that you would want to be a part of. So feel free to share that with us as well. All right, thank you for listening. Back to you, Mr. Dwyer.
Thank you very much, Miss Lee. And I would like to add to that. By at least the third week of school, I mean, each student must have an idea as to which club or society he or she would want to be a part of, and so communicate that with your form teachers, so for them to give you additional information or have you added to such. Okay, now at this time I have an announcement for the two winners of the cup and the shirt. For the signed Hansel parchment, for the signed Hansel parchment cup, we have the answer, which is 13.04, and the winner is Kiona. I would like for somebody to tell me the surname of Kiona. So Kiona, can you come forth? Just open your mic. Kiona?
Sir, her name is Kiona Nichols.
Kiona Nichols. Beautiful. Okay, thank you very much. And for the shirt, I have here Shanice Smith, but I doubt the surname is correct. Shanice?
It's Stewart, sir.
Stewart. I know. So congratulations to Kiona Nichols and Shanice Stewart. You will be contacted as to how you will receive your prizes. Okay. Okay, so we will move along with the program. We are at option sheet. to be done by Mr. Dwyer. Okay, so option sheet, by now each third former supposed to have an idea of the career path he or she would like to pursue. Now in third form, this is the year that defines, or this is the year that crafts that path as to the direction in which you should, or in which you want to go. Now, the option sheet is merely a document that you select a career along with a second option. So you have option 1, doctor, and 2, say a physiotherapist. Good. Now, it is not just for you to get up and say, hey, I want to become a doctor. Good. I want to become a doctor, and I want to become this. Just because everybody else is doing it. Please choose something that you feel comfortable with, okay? That you feel you can manage. Good. And it makes no sense. I am going to be blunt. It makes no sense to be averaging 20 odd or 30 odd, but then your career choice is way over the moon. So I would ask for persons to be, select your career choices with a little bit of judgment, with a little bit of honesty. And I am not trying to deter anybody from doing what he or she wants, but all I'm saying is be honest with yourselves. Good. Now, in selecting your option, in selecting your career path, good. The subjects that aids in that career are the subjects that you will have to get. Okay, so it makes no sense in wanting to become a doctor, but at the same time you're not doing well in certain subjects. Okay, so whichever career you chooses, the subjects supposed to go along to aid that career choice. Okay, so I am imploring all students to work hard in every subject areas, all of them. Good. And especially the subject areas that you will definitely need to aid in your career path. You must maximize 150% in areas like those. For the core subjects, the mathematics, the English, the sciences, those subjects are, well, I wouldn't say foundation. I like to use the word groundation. Those subjects, especially the math and the English, those subjects are needed in just about every field, every single field. Good. So don't say you want to become this, because don't tell yourself that you want to become this, but may not have to do mathematics, or I don't have to do English. No, those are groundation subjects. You will have to do them. So I implore you to work hard in every subject area. Every subject counts. Sometimes we don't match up to the choice that we really want, or the choice that we really need, and we fall down to our second option. Good. So it is best for you to work hard in all subject areas. Every single one counts. Good. And I wouldn't like a student coming to my class and not giving enough effort in physical education, because at the end of the school year, not putting out enough effort in a particular subject, that will bring down your average significantly. So the wise students, the students who always do well, the students whose average is always extremely high, And sometimes you look at them and say, hey, them go on like say them two go on. No, they are smart. They put out effort in every single subject. And that is something that I would like for all third formers to adopt and execute. Just do everything. Good. It is as simple as ABC. Now, in order to perform in your subject areas, it is very important to participate in classes. Good. Be punctual for classes. Be prepared for classes. Give yourself that extra push to do well. Try and read ahead, not because the teacher reaches chapter 1 in class. It simply means that you will stop there until the teacher moves on. No, try and read ahead so that when the teacher reaches a particular topic or a particular chapter, you can answer questions. You already have an idea as to what is coming. And ensure that the field you choose is not selected solely on you. Your parents must play a part. And in our meeting this afternoon, that will be pointed out to them also. But your parents is to be a part of that process, and the guidance from your parents along with your teachers supposed to guide you in the right direction. One of the things that I find with students is sometimes you will do well now, another time you fall down. So you have this performance fluctuating all over the place, right? Now, that fluctuation, it might just be the downside during an exam or during a test, where that is something you don't want. So consistency is something that I am asking of every one of you to try and get a grasp of. Try and be consistent. That is how you are going to pull through, to be consistent. In cricket, I don't know if any of you on here understand the game of cricket, but as a batsman, you can go to the wicket. Today you make 20, next day you make 50, other day you come make ducks, the next time 20, next time a half century. So you have these scores all over the place. It is good to be consistent. It is good to make consistent runs above 50, above 100, and you keep it there. That is a good attribute of a good batsman. Good. So I will say to you, guidance from your parents, your teachers in the different subject areas will help to push you in the right direction. Okay. So Mr. Scott will be coming to us to look at attendance and punctuality. On the agenda, we have Ms. Johnson for community service, but she already talked about that in her presentation earlier. So, Mr. Scott.
Sadir. Sadir?
Yes, Mr. Grant?
Yeah, I see a student asking about the timetable.
Oh, the timetable?
Right, their timetable.
The timetables will be published just now. we have to ensure that everything is in sync before it is published. Okay, so hopefully by now and the weekend it will be out. Okay.
Yeah, man. All right.
Okay, cool. All right, just give me a minute so I can get a hold of Mr. Scott.
While we wait on Mr. Scott, Mr. Dwyer, if you may permit me to just go ahead and share briefly with the students on attendance and punctuality, if it is that we can't get through to him.
Yes, Ms. King, you can go ahead. Thank you. I am unable to get a hold of Mr. Scott.
I think I just saw him join the meeting. Right, he's there. He's there.
Okay, okay.
Right.
Sir Scott?
Sorry about that. Hello?
Yes, Mr. Scott.
Anybody hear me?
Yeah, man. I'm hearing you.
Okay, I was muted. All right. So it's now my time, Mr. Dwyer.
Yes, yes, Sir Scott.
All right. So before I begin though, I'm just gonna play a little game with the students, and then I get into the presentation. So first of all, we're gonna play a game where I ask you to locate an object. You're going to go for the object, and you are going to raise your hand to see raise your hand when you get the object. So for example, if I say to you, get a pen, you're gonna run for a pen, and then you raise your hand, and then you show us the pen that you have gotten, the pen. So I'm gonna ask Mr. Logan to help me to pick up the teachers, please. So the problem is I want you to get a pillow. Go for a pillow for me, please, and raise your hand to see the pillow. So that's the first student to get the pillow. All right, and I see somebody raise their hand to say that they got the pillow. All right, so I see Miss Spencer saying that she got the pillow, and Ryan Pico. All right, very good. So the other thing now, the other object now that I want you to try to get from it. So put on back your hand now, Miss Spencer. And Ryan, you can put down your hand. Yes, the next object now is a Bible. Let me see who have a Bible near to them. All right, somebody raise their hand. Let me see who the person. Very good. Nicola Smith Sybil, right? Okay, and Rihanna, Raheem, Douglas, Spencer, and McPherson. Very good. And the last object, so put on your hand, please. The last object now that you're going to get from me, please, is I want you to get something with a time, something that tells us the time. So either a phone, a watch, a clock. Get something that is telling us the time. All right, I'm seeing, open and pronounce the name properly. Tiffany, open and pronounce the name properly. I'm seeing Miss Sybil again, seeing Miss Douglas, Miss Spencer, Rihanna, Stuart, Piku, McPherson, and Miss Edward. Okay, guys, thank you for cooperating with me. Thank you very much. All right, if you look at the things that I told you to get, first I told you to get a pillow. Why is that? Why do I told you to get the pillow? For attendance and punctuality, you have to make sure that you come out of the bed on time in the morning, right? You have to ensure that you come out of your bed in the morning on time. The second thing is that I told you to get the Bible. When you get up in the morning and come out of your bed, you should give God thanks for waking you up to see the new morning. And I ask you to get there something to tell the time. You must always have something for you to know the time. When I was going to school, I used to listen to RJ, and RJ always have things on time. When I hear a certain speaker, I know what time it was. Guys, even though we're online, it is very important for us to come to registration and devotion on time. We are now marking for punctuality. So even though you're not online, even though you're not face to face, we are looking for you to come online for registration in the morning on time. If you're unable to do so, you contact your form teachers because anything can happen. And if something should happen, you contact your form teacher and say, Miss, I'm having this issue. Why is that important? Because we are training you from now so that when you go into the work world and something should happen, you're able to call your supervisor and say, Mom or Sir, I'm not able to come to work on time because I am in traffic now. So it is very important, students, that you learn to be on time. Yesterday I was speaking to someone overseas, and he told me that one thing it didn't like about us Jamaican was that when we say 12 o'clock and it's 1 o'clock, we don't even reach there as yet. And he's saying that where he's at, when you're 2 minutes late, you apologize profusely because you are still late. If you're supposed to reach 12 o'clock and you reach 12 o'clock, you're late. You're supposed to reach 11:59. In the morning, the first thing that we do in the morning as a school is that we take the register. We take the register in the morning. So at 7:40, you should have logged on and ready for the teacher to take the register. And then you know that devotion will start at 8 o'clock. And devotion is a very important part of the Morant Bay High School. Why? Because we are indeed a church school. And in our curriculum, we have the spiritual need. So everyone should be at school, should be on time for registration. Everyone should participate in devotion. And if you're having any difficulty, you bring it to your teacher, your form teacher, and you also, if the case may be, you also inform your subject teacher about the issues that you are having. And let me just say it quite clear and upfront and frank. Do not wait 2 days after you tell the teacher that you were in the hospital or something like that. Only in case of emergency, we understand afterwards. But if you lie down, do find a way to let your teacher know that you don't have any light at home, or you don't have any internet at home, and things like that, because it will happen at this time. Things can happen, but do not wait forever to inform your teachers about it. So guys, again, let me just reiterate, as I said to you, it is very important for you to be on the platform by 7:40. You must sign in. Let me just say sometime that the platform has changed in terms of a teacher has to be in the classroom before you are allowed to go on the classroom, before you are allowed to come on the classroom. If you do not see a teacher in the Google Classroom, you can go on the stream and put present me. Make an indication as a proof to show that you were indeed on time for registration, right? And then now your teacher, your form teacher will inform you that I am something happened. I'm not able to come online this morning. You're going to stream and say, Miss President, even though you're not sure or something like that. Make an indication so when the time comes, you have evidence to show that you came on time for registration and also devotion. So that is all I have to say to you about attendance and punctuality. So attendance means that you make sure to come to school regularly as best as possible, and punctuality means that you come to school on time. Two very, very key components for you to be a successful person at the Mark Bay High School. Be on time and try your best to attend every classes and everything that is offered to you at the Mark Bay High School. Remember our motto, seize the opportunity in everything that you do. Have a good day. Mr. Doyle.
Thank you, Mr. Scott. And I would just want to add to that. I would implore you students to employ the same principles as in face to face. So you wake in the mornings, breakfast, have a bath, get ready for school. Depending on how far from school you live, you will get out earlier than if you're living near. But say for example, you are living in Lyson. Good, I would expect you to be out of that house by at least 7:20, 7:30, at least, to reach school on time. Okay, so 7:50 reaching, signing in 7:50. I would consider you late. I mean, you're online. Okay, so you come on, get there early. Get there early. You cannot be going to school and wake 7:40. What can you do in 10 minutes to get into class? Huh? Are you telling me that you're not going to have any breakfast? You're not going to have a bath? You're not going to brush your teeth and stuff like that? No, we are going to treat it just as how we treat when we are having a regular school. Okay, and I will be speaking with the parents this afternoon, and in no uncertain terms, I will be telling them that you guys, you need to get out of your bed early. Okay, so if you don't have anybody to wake you, just set an alarm. I know that some of your parents might leave home early in the mornings. I mean, you can wake up with them, prepare your breakfast, have a little workout before you join your class. Good. So we are looking to have an to have some amount of improvement in our punctuality. Good. Attendance can be a little bit tricky in that some people might face varying challenges from time to time. However, whenever you are able to reach school, you must reach school. If it's a case where in the morning your internet went down or for some reason, and you can join your classes sometimes in the day or even the afternoon, please indicate such to your form teacher. Please let your form teachers know exactly what is happening. Okay, don't let them speculate, because if I should speculate, I am going to say that this boy don't want to come to school, when chances are he might be having genuine issues. Okay, so speak with the form teachers. Once there are issues, please communicate that with your form teachers. Okay, students. Now we are basically at the finished post. I am going to ask Ms. King if you have any words in closing.
Thank you, Mr. Durar. In closing, I just want to share with the third form students that third form is going to be a great year, as Ms. Finley would have said before. Let us put the past in the past. Let us, as of today, say to ourselves that today is a new day, a day for new opportunities. Let us have our vision boards to say what it is that we want to achieve from third form. Let us put in front and in focus the fact that we are attending, or you are attending high school to ascertain a great education, and you can, and with our help, with our guidance, with our support, you can do it. Ms. Lee alluded to earlier that we are going to have fun. So yes, we're going to have fun. We're going to have that balance. We're going to be putting programs and policies in place to ensure that we assist you to be the best version of yourselves. I look forward to working with you students. I'm an email or phone call away. Mr. Dwyer is an email and phone call away. So too are your form teachers. And I know that there are students in this year group that may be experiencing difficulties of different kinds. Please reach out to us. If it is that you're having device issues, tell us. If it is that you're having internet issues, tell us. Share your issues with us so that we can help to eliminate or mitigate some of the problems that you are having. We are here. We're a third form family. I'm looking for greatness. I don't remember if it's Mr. Scott that spoke to, I think it was Miss Johnson that spoke to the year being the year of greatness. You have greatness within you. This year is going to be a great year. Set your mind on your target, be focused, and we will have a wonderful, wonderful, productive year. I will not, exhaust, but I think it's very important that I speak to what Mr. Dwyer just said. Students, please attend your classes. Attend your classes, log in on time, and let me stress again, participate. I would have shared earlier that in this time, with this sort of how teaching and learning is happening now in the virtual space, it becomes very important that you become active participants in your own learning. It's not a situation where a teacher can walk around and see that you're distracted and we can read the expression on your faces to say that, okay, that student looks a bit lost. We cannot see these expressions. We can't see these emotions with you being miles away from us. So participate in your own education. If you do not understand a concept, if you don't understand a topic, ask. Open your mics and ask. Send an email and ask. Make a phone call and ask. If you don't do it, you're only cheating yourselves. We want what is extremely best for you. Mr. Scott said it earlier, that one of the greatest joy is when we see a past student and they're doing extremely well. We feel proud to say that, yes, there goes one of our past students. I am speaking to greatness right now. I know from this year group, I know we will see doctors, lawyers, politicians, scientists, neurosurgeons, and of course, a plethora of careers that don't even exist now. We will see successful students. I just really, from the bottom of my heart, wish and hope that this year students will settle down, put down the gimmicks. Again, at this point in your life, at this age, you know, all sorts of peer pressure from all over, especially with social media, will be in your faces. But I beg you, do not be distracted. Have a tunnel vision for what you have, what you want academically. Have that tunnel vision for what you want to achieve holistically. Have that tunnel vision. Be focused. Again, it's not too early. It's not too early, students, to be innovative. It's not too early to go and create your own business plans. It's not too early to have that business. It's not too early to write that book. It's not too early. It's not too early. Do not be distracted by what is around you. I charge you this morning, do not be distracted by what is around you, but be focused. find that balance. And as a year group, we are going to create avenues for you to find that balance. We're going to create programs for you to be developed academically and also develop on your talents and skills, as was presented with the clubs and societies that are there. But I just really want you to tap into the greatness that is within you. And I really wish for each and every one of you to just have a wonderful year, improve on what you would have done last year, and let us just put on the outside or on earth the greatness that is within us. These are my few words to my third form students. But over to you, Mr. Dwyer.
Thank you very much, Ms. King. Fort Bryan, I don't know if you would like to a few words if you are still in our presence. Form teachers, anybody would like to say anything in closing?
Mr. Dwyer?
Yes, Mr. Scott?
I was just reminded that the students, we should encourage them also to have their own study timetable for them, because they're getting more subject now, they're being introduced to more subject. They should organize a study timetable for them to help themselves, like what Ms. King just said. It is time for them to create this learning, try their best to focus on their own learning as well, because the teacher is here to help you, but you also have much to do. So that is the last thing I want to say, that ensure students that you have your own study timetable and you are following it. Not before, no, sorry, not only during exam time, but starting now.
Okay, beautiful. Anyone else? Okay, so it was nice having you third formers. I think you behaved exceptionally well today, and I must commend you all. And I would like for you to give yourselves a pat on the chest. Just give yourself a pat on the chest. The year is going to be long. I'll be seeing you very, very often. You will be seeing your form teachers very, very often. So any issues, any differences you might have, please bring it to the fore. Let your form teacher know. You can let even your subject teachers you can talk to, but speak with somebody. Don't just have something bottled up, and then in the long run it will harm you. No, let it out. Talk to somebody. Okay. So on this note, we are going to close. It was nice having you guys here, form teachers, vice principal, principal, Ms. Johnson from the guidance department. I have to thank Mr. Logan who marshaled proceedings behind the scenes. I must thank our guests, Mr. Bertram Anderson and Mr. A. Brown. Mr. A. Brown, yes, Mr. A. Brown. And who am I leaving out now? Am I leaving out anyone? Okay, so I thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, sir.